Because Tan Bong Fuk again will give you the basic foundation to do two-hand Qi Sao. So the last exercise, which corresponds to Silum Tao, is be able to further understand Tan Bong Fuk in realms of basic rolling. Because in realms of self-defense, a lot of time you use two hands. So the basic foundation of Qi Sao start with what we call Pun Sao, which is foundation hands. So there are two basic sequence to that. Pun Sao, there is what we call inside and outside. That means both of your opponent's hands could be an outside hand. That means Bong Sao and Tan Sao protect his outside. Where both my hand is high Fuk Sao and low Fuk Sao. So Fuk Sao is to protect my inside space. So as we position our hands along the center line, then we start to roll. As within the motions, we try to correct our postures. So right now, at this stage, you're not putting a lot of energy in there. Okay, so the most important is to find your good position. So as you roll, you notice if his elbow is out, then you can correct it. If his Bong Sao too low, you need to raise it up. Or as we roll and then we start to loosen contact at the wrist. So all this needs to be adjusted and trained so you don't have to think about it. So high Fuk, low Fuk, Tan Sao, Bong Sao. So same thing, after certain rolling, the position could be changed. Now my turn. Bong Sao, Tan Sao. Okay, Bong Sao, Tan Sao. And Jeremy is doing two Fuk Sao. Now, if you take one hand away, this is exactly where we started, Dan Qi Sao. Okay? Now, that's the first sequence, first part of double hand rolling. Okay? The second sequence is both partners does one hand inside, one hand outside. So what does that mean? Tan Sao protect outside, Fuk Sao protect in. For my left side, protect inside. For his right side, protect outside. So we both have an in and out. So continue, we roll according to the center line. Okay, now see if you can recognize some of the bad position. Okay, so if Jeremy can pick up my bad position, okay, so what would you respond? Okay, right. So my Tan Sao was too low, so therefore he punched me. Okay, I am in a bad position. See if Jeremy can recognize. Right, why does he strike me? Not because he wanted to, it's because my elbow's out. So that's why rolling, first stage is learn the proper position. As soon as you sense the position's off, okay, his elbow's out, then right away you let him know, I could have hit you. So this is called Pun Sao. We roll in order to understand our hands position, the Tan Bong Fuk along the center line. Okay, so we must have a pretty good understanding of position before you really talk about attributes. Later on, when you're dealing with reality, where a lot of power is coming towards you, okay, and your structure breaking down because you didn't have good positions. Okay, so at this stage, we have talked about basic Dan Qi Sao, give you the working understanding of Tan Bong Fuk based on the center line. You start to interact, redirect with the energy, and then with that foundation, you go into the basic rolling of the Seong Qi Sao.